Hey guys, in this video I'll be mentioning the top 5 5G rugged devices you can get your hands on in 2021. Having in mind that this list is based on personal opinion, so without wasting much time, let's head into it. Alright, number 5 on my list is the Akita WP13. The Akita WP13 is one of the best 5G rugged devices of 2021, and it is the second 5G rugged device released by Akita. Akita also released the Akita WP15. Now the reason why I chose the WP13 is because of the fact that it's a lot cheaper than the Akita WP15. But if you want your hand on a 5G device that has perhaps the biggest battery life on the planet, then the Akita WP15 is a good option for you. But if you want your hands on a cheaper 5G rugged phone, then the Akita WP13 is best for you. The WP13 has the Dimensity 700 chip, which is perhaps one of the best 5G mid-range chip out there. It has a triple camera setup at the back with a 14 megapixel main camera. It has 8GB RAM and 128GB storage. It has the Android 11 OS. It supports NFC. It has infrared thermometer, and of course, since it's a 5G rugged phone, it is IP68 and IP69K certified, and it is said to have passed the military grade standard test. So as you can see, the Akita WP13 is perhaps filled with some of the best features you can get your hands on a rugged device. Finally, it has just an AZ Plus display, but I consider this not to be a con because the device is actually one of the cheapest 5G rugged devices on the planet. It costs about $259. It's currently available on AliExpress. You can check it out if you want. You heard me right, guys, $259. So it's actually perhaps the cheapest 5G rugged device you can get your hands on. So number 4 in our list is the Blackvue BB5000. The Blackvue BB5000 is the only 5G rugged device released by Blackvue in 2021. It is one of the best 5G rugged devices you can get your hands on. Fine, it is expensive than the Akita WP13, but it's actually worth it because it has a 6.36-inch Full HD Plus display. It has a hole punch display with a 19.5:9 aspect ratio. It also has the Dimensity 700, which the Akita WP13 has. It has 8GB RAM as well and 128GB internal storage. It also has the Android 11, but this time it's not stock Android 11 because Blackvue has their own custom UI. It is called the DOOGE OS, or should I say Dark OS. The device is said to have the Dark OS or DOOGE OS 2.1. Now the phone has a triple camera setup at the back. I think it's a dual camera, not a triple camera, with a 12 megapixel main sensor. It has a 16 megapixel selfie camera. So as you can see, the Akita WP13 has a much better main camera than the Blackvue BB5000, but the Blackvue BB5000 has a much more better display than the Akita WP13. One thing that the Blackvue BB5000 has, or perhaps one of the things that the Blackvue BB5000 has that the Akita WP13 lacks, is a 3D cooling system, which actually helps cool the smartphone anytime you play video games. The Blackvue BB5000 costs about $499 on AliExpress. As you can see, it's a lot expensive than the Akita WP13. So that's that about the Blackvue BB5000, and now we'll move on to the third on our list. At number 3 is the Nokia XR20. We're all aware that this is Nokia's first 5G rugged phone, the Nokia XR20. It's very expensive, to be honest with you guys, a lot expensive than the Blackvue BB5000, the Akita WP13, and perhaps it is the most expensive 5G rugged phone in this list. It has a 6.67-inch Full HD Plus 2040x1080 resolution. It has a Snapdragon 480 chip, which is very nice. Now, I haven't checked to see which is better, either the Dimensity 700 or the Snapdragon 480, but I'll be checking to see which chipset is better than the other, because these two chips here are used on mid-range 5G phones, not flagship 5G phones. So I'll be checking later to see which is better between the two chips. The phone has the Android 11 as well. Now this is where Nokia actually wins compared to all the devices that I'm about to mention and the devices that I've mentioned in this list. The Nokia XR20 runs on Android 1, which automatically means that you'll be getting about 3 years of system updates and of course 4 years of security patch updates. So as you can see, this phone can be used for a very long time. For 3-4 years you can still be using the Nokia XR20, and the best part is that it's a rugged phone. It has IP68 support. It doesn't have IP69K, but it's still quite okay. Since it has IP68, it is resistant to water, so it's actually very nice. And of course, it has also passed the military grade standard test. And like I said, the phone is sold at around $549, and I think that's for the 6GB RAM variant. I don't know if the device actually has a much more higher variant like an 8GB RAM variant or not. Now the phone has a dual camera setup at the back with a 48 megapixel main sensor. It has a 4630 mAh battery with 18 watts fast charging and 15 watts wireless charging. The Blackvue BB5000 lacks wireless charging. The Akita WP13 also lacks wireless charging, so that's a win for the Nokia XR20. Anyways, that is that about the Nokia XR20. Let's move on to the next device on our list. Now the next device on our list is the DOOGE V10. It is the first 5G rugged device released by DOOGE in 2021 actually. It is also one of the best 5G rugged devices you can get your hands on. It's a lot cheaper than the Nokia XR20, have that in mind. The phone has 8GB RAM and 128GB storage. It has a 6.39-inch 720 by 1560 resolution, which is HD+. It has the Dimensity 700 as well. It has a triple camera setup at the back with a 48 megapixel main sensor. It has a massive 8500 mAh battery. Now, in this list that I'm about to mention, it seems that the DOOGE V10 is the only 5G rugged device with the biggest battery. Okay, it has the biggest battery amongst the devices that I'm about to mention in this list and the ones that I've mentioned. The phone has 33 watts fast charging and it supports 10 watts wireless charging. The phone has a side mounted fingerprint sensor. It supports infrared thermometer. It has the Android 11 OS, and the phone is actually heavy, like very heavy. It weighs 340 grams. The phone is sold at around $495 currently on AliExpress. You can check it out if you want. So that is that about the DOOGE V10. Let's move on to the number one device on our list. The first on our list is the ULAfone No 12, guys. This device is the most stylish. It is the lightest, I believe so. Some say that the Nokia XR20 is a lot lighter than this phone, but I have to check to confirm that. The ULAfone No 12 also has the Dimensity 700 that is found on the previous devices that I just mentioned, except for the Nokia XR20. It also has the Android 11 OS. It has a 5180 mAh battery with 18 watts fast charging. It also supports 15 watts wireless charging, which is very nice. It has stereo speakers, which is nice as well. And the phone is set to be made of aluminum titanium alloy, which is actually a lot premium than what we see on the previous 5G rugged devices that I just mentioned. The previous ones are usually made with plastic and rubber. The phone is set to weigh around 296 grams. I haven't checked the weight of the Nokia XR20 yet, but I know the weight of the previous devices that I just mentioned, except for the Nokia XR20. They are a lot heavier than the ULAfone No 12 here, and the ULAfone No 12 costs about $399.99. It's currently available on AliExpress. You can check it out if you want. It has a quad camera setup at the back, a 14 megapixel main camera, an 8 megapixel ultra wide, a 2 megapixel macro, and a 2 megapixel depth camera. Since the phone is a rugged phone, it is IP68 and IP69K certified as well. The phone has also passed the military grade standard test. So that is that about the top 5 5G rugged devices of 2021. If you have your own 5G rugged device in mind that isn't in this list, then you can share in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.